Hey guys, it's your boy Yort here, back with my training journal. I'm kind of changing it from my martial arts journal to my training journal because I'm gonna start covering everything that I'm doing, along with like my weight training, my other like weapons training that I'm doing for stage combat. So it's not just gonna be martial arts, but I am going to keep updating on like Iaido training and classes. But before I get into that, real quick, I want to start with our sponsor today, H2O. It's my sponsor, it's your sponsor. Drink it up. First thing I wanted to announce is that I am going to be redoing the 36 sword parts for its own separate video, because I kind of didn't like me just holding the sword up kind of willy-nilly pointing them out for you. I'm going to do a whole separate video for it, so I'm really excited to start doing that as well. Probably going to be a minute though, because I'm really going to be focusing much more on my test Waza, which I'm going to actually start showing for this video. I did them kind of in my garage. It's a little cramped in there. I didn't have much space, but I did want to kind of get these out because I wanted to show you at least a little bit of rough idea of what I'm going to be doing for my practical portion for my test. I am also going to be redoing that for like its own separate video as well near the end, or the weekend of May 15th, which I think is in about a month. I'll be testing, so I'm super excited for that. But that's really what I've been practicing at class. The 6 waza that I have to have prepared are as goes Yaigaki, which means eightfold barrier. You know, I've asked my sensei what it really means, eightfold barrier. I think it has, from what I understand, it has something to do with like how they built some reinforcements for castles. Other than that, I don't really remember much of an explanation. The next one is Ukinagash, which means to receive flow. It's basically just meaning, or under the pretense that someone's coming straight at you and you are receiving their strike and taking that momentum to create space to receive to take a cut. My next one is called Shato, or oblique sword, which is because of the different angles that you are attacking at the different points on the body, even at different levels. Next one is Ta Tekito, which means many enemy sword, which is a variation on a previous Waza in a different set that just requires different spacing and timing. It's kind of difficult to explain here, and it goes into way too much, but it's an advanced way of dealing with more enemies, or considering more enemies. There we go. Next we have Yokogumo, which just means bank of clouds. The thing about the Tatahisa set is that they all have a corresponding poem that goes with them. I'll have to see if I can find it. I'll try and put it in the description. But yeah, like you're moving on a bank of clouds. That's the best way I've seen it, or kind of internalized it. And my final one is Oroshi, which just means mountain wind. Again, it's with the poem, the corresponding poem from a series of books, I think. It's not really, yeah. But those are my 6 waza. Other than that, we really were just going through a dry run of what we're going to be doing on the day of for the testing when we have people coming in from out of town for the recordings of them, how we're going to be moving in, who's going to go where we're going to have cameras, where we're going to have someone announcing, basically being a master of ceremonies, and where we're going to wait until it's our turn to go to test. Other than that, I still got to be practicing my written portions for my test with my sword parts, which again, I am going to be redoing, so stay tuned for that video. I am going to be doing the best I can for those diagrams, so I'm super excited to get into that. Yeah, I mentioned earlier that I'm going to be doing more than just my martial arts training for Iaido, so I'm also going to be adding in my own personal schedules and trainings that I do for just working out or keeping my skills up for stage combat and stunt work. Yeah, well, first, part of the reason I'm also incorporating it is because I'm also going to redo it, because I constantly redo these things, because it just gets boring if you're doing the same thing again and again and again and again every couple months. And I've been going off of this schedule for about almost 5 months now, so I think it's time to change it up, and I'm excited, so I'm ready to share it with y'all. So other than that, I think that's just about everything. Hope you guys have been liking the games that I've been playing. I think it's been a good time. Other than that, I'll see y'all later. Yort. Yort, yort, yort.